What's up? Welcome back to Cover 2 with B-Woo.
B-Woo. Yes, sir.
And Earl knows it all. We back in the saddle, man. It's been a long time. I feel like it's been a long time, but maybe not too long, man. And woo, man, we got a lot to talk about today, B-Woo.
Yeah, we got a lot to get into today, man. Some we want to get into, some we might not.
Oh yeah, man. It's been rough, man. It's been rough.
I hate to have come back on such a sad note and occasion, but
hey, man,
I'm back, and we back.
You got to remain positive, man. Sometimes it's a silver lining when things is bad, man. We'll see if it's gonna be a silver lining, but yeah. But first and foremost, how you been, man? Are you feeling better? I know you said you was a little under the weather.
I think it's that time of year where the little bugs get you.
Yeah. That's true.
When they come in, you gotta jump on them.
Take care of it quick, man. Take care of it quick.
Can't let them beat you down, man.
Yeah.
Up there, have you in the corner.
Yeah. I feel like I need some hot tea or something. Man. I feel all right, but my voice sounds crazy. But hey, it is what it is.
I had me a few hottie toddies. Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay.
So I tried that little
remedy. Yeah, they usually knock it out for you. That'll knock it out for you, man. Well, we got a lot to cover, man. A lot of football. We got football, 3 days or 4 days if you count Monday, I guess, this week, man. So Thursday night, man, kicked it off. We ain't gonna go too in depth, but if you watch and live through that Thursday night game, I don't know why you would have did that to yourself, but the Raiders beat up on the Chargers 63-21, I think was the final score.
Yeah,
but yeah, they were up by 42 at the half, man. Yeah. And finally, mercifully, I guess you can say, Brandon Staley, the Chargers coach, was let go and fired on Monday. Not Monday, I guess on Friday, the day after that game, man. Like I said, we ain't got too much to say. Staley.
I mean, it's 42.
42 to nothing at halftime.
Man.
Yep.
I mean, you probably asked him to be fired.
You got to think, last year in the playoffs, they were up by 25 over Jacksonville, blew that game, and the Chargers, I mean, they just one of those teams that's consistently inconsistent. They always they may win a game they ain't supposed to, or lose a game they shouldn't, or get blowed out. It's just always kind of up and down with them, man. So Staley finally bit the dust, man. Yeah. I guess they had enough of it in L.A.
Somebody else needs to bite.
Hey, man, and like I said, man, it's the holiday season. You don't want nobody to lose their job, but every now and then, man, business is business, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I think I seen somebody was asking, is there a mercy rule?
It should have been, man. Should have been.
A mercy rule in the NFL.
And the funny thing is, we was talking about how it'd be kind of hard to remember or catch where the game is or where this game is. You got to click on some. I'm thankful that I matter of fact, I was watching Amazon Prime, man. I was watching the movie Amazon Prime, though.
Right.
Yeah, and I said, I saw that score and people tweeting. I said, oh, yeah, I did the right thing, man. Yeah, so you get to dodge that one, man, I guess, if you can't catch it.
Yeah, these Thursday night games ridiculous.
Since they,
one way or the other, they're going to be ridiculous.
Since they started having them every single week, man, especially last year, every week was a blowout for the first 5 or 6 weeks. And this year it's been some rough games too, man. But that was 42 to nothing at halftime. It's crazy, man. That was crazy. Then we got some Saturday games too. 3 Saturday games. This is the time of the year where you start get some Saturday games. College football is done, so NFL, the pros, they start taking over on Saturdays, and couple good games. I'll be honest with you, we was doing some Christmas stuff, so I really didn't get a chance to sit down and watch them all the way, but I watched a little bit of the Bengals and Vikings, and the Bengals pulled out a come-from-behind victory, 27-24 over the Vikings. And like I said, man, the Bengals, I thought they were left for dead when they lost Joe Burrow, but
the Bengals backup, man.
Yeah, Browning, he's looked good a couple games, man.
He's been getting a lot of Browning points.
He has been, man.
He's been doing his thing, man. T. Higgins came in, had a good game as well.
And that's just proof, man. If you got weapons and you anywhere near a decent quarterback, man, y'all know what we talking about. We're going to get to it.
We itching for a stretch.
You should be okay.
You should be okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Brown came in as a backup. Quarter team is pretty much in place.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you're a quarterback and you got any kind of you know,
if you're worth anything, man, you should make it happen.
You can make it happen.
Yeah, man. Browning is living proof of that, man. And then I seen, man, I almost had to get off Twitter. The other two games, the Colts and Steelers, man. I'm hearing rumors about Tomlin. Maybe not, or the people in Pittsburgh, I guess, don't want Tomlin there no more, which is crazy.
Yeah, that would be a bad.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know,
they took another L.
No losing season.
Never had a losing season.
Still has not came to a losing season.
And probably won't have one. Still sure he'll figure something out. They only need 2 more wins in the next 4 games, man. So, you know, yeah.
You know, Tomlin, I'm with you, Tomlin.
Hey.
You've been doing your thing.
Yes, sir.
What, 17?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yep. I think 16 or 17 years. Yep.
So he's been doing his thing.
Yeah. And we talked about, we bigged up Tomlin during the offseason saying, he don't get the credit like a Belichick and now these folks not even losing. He got to play with Mitchell Trubisky and Kenny Pickett and, guys, but usually he'll find a way to win. And, they took an L yesterday, but like you said, I'm standing with Tomlin still, man.
I tell you what, a lot of teams would love to have Mike Tomlin as their head coach.
I floated this idea out there last week, man, when you weren't here. Mm-hmm. Just a thought in my head. Tomlin to Atlanta, man.
Not a bad.
Hey, man, I put the Falcons down, man. I come running back if they get Tomlin, man. I wouldn't be mad at that. Yeah.
Not a bad thought, but we still scratching for this Falcons, but we're gonna get in that a little later on. We're gonna keep going on with the rest of the
Yes, sir. We got to big up the Lions too. They wound up winning their game on Saturday night too, man. 42-17, and the Lions. I had to check this stat and recheck this stat. They actually won, or they're on pace to win their first division in 30 years.
Wow. 1993.
Wow. Matter of fact, that's what I was watching on Amazon Prime. It's a good documentary out there on Barry Sanders. It's called Bye Bye Barry. Talking about like how he retired and just like kind of dipped out.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. And they talked about the Lions in I think it was 91. They won and went to the playoffs. They beat the Cowboys. The next couple years out there, they won the division and then just fell off after that, man. One good before that, one good after that. Wasted Barry Sanders. Right. Wasted Matthew Stafford. Wasted Megatron. Yeah, man. So, but yeah.
Detroit has been a pretty bad city to play in.
Has been, man, for a long time. Long time. We got some family in Detroit, man, and we done visited there. Yeah. It's been a long time, but yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, I ain't gonna crap on Detroit,
I ain't gonna crap on Detroit either. But when you look at guys and saying, "Man, I'm out of here," like I don't want
2 of the greatest players ever at their position just quit and say, "I'm done with this, man."
I'm done. Like I had enough.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't know. I didn't watch the documentary.
Yeah,
but, I mean,
go check it out. It was good.
Did it touch on?
He wasn't. He said he kind of really didn't. He was just like, I was tired of losing. He had his sons in there. I think he had 3 or 4 sons. Yeah. One of them is like grown. Other 2, I think, in college, maybe teenagers, and then one young.
I guess asking for a trade was.
Yeah, that's what they said. So he was like, I just lost the passion. They was like, Pops, why you just didn't like ask them to trade or something? He was like,
Man, that is when you have lost all your love.
You just don't want to play no more, man. I'm done. Yeah.
It's got to be pretty bad.
Yeah, they had got rid of some guys or didn't pay them, like some guys that was on the team that when they won that division back in '93, they started letting guys go. Guys like Rodney Peete and Scott Mitchell and Lomas Brown, a lot of them guys. So yeah, man, I guess he was. They knew the fans were gonna come to see him. A lot of, but I guess they didn't put nothing around him, so he was like, I'm different, man. So, but congratulations to the Lions, though. Look like y'all are well on y'all way. Did Green Bay lost today, right?
Green Bay, unfortunately.
Yeah, Green Bay lost to Minnesota.
They handled their business.
Minnesota lost, so yeah, essentially, the Lions should be able to wrap that division up next week, man. So you guys, you should be right there. And today's slate of games, man, we just talked about the Packers losing. We're going to go straight to the NFC South, man.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Hey, you didn't want to talk about the Cam situation?
Oh, we can talk about Cam. Yeah, that's a good thing. We can talk about Cam, man. Hold off on the fact, Let's get into the Cam Newton thing, man. So Cam made headlines this week.
Right.
He made some comments about a couple quarterbacks in the league. And wasn't disrespectful in any way. He kind of even explained what he was saying. He called them game managers.
Right.
He said it's game changers, and game managers. He named some game changers. He said Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. I think he may have said Burrow was in there too. And then he said the game managers are guys like Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Tua Tagovailoa as well, and Brock Purdy, Mr. Purdy.
Yeah, I mean, those names that he said were managers. I don't understand. I can understand Goff, but Goff got a ring.
Well, he lost to the Super Bowl. He lost with the Rams. Yeah, they lost. He went to the Super Bowl though. But yeah. But, and Goff looked good. He
I mean, when you talk about game managers and changers, that's any quarterback.
Yeah, I think
that is any quarterback.
I think what he was trying to say, which the first name I heard, and Cam, you like a genius today, my boy. Matter of fact, I think this guy just threw an interception for what I was watching. Dak Prescott, I said, well, is Dak a game manager? Because, I mean, Dak really is kind of the guy that has to lead the Cowboys, man. So,
I don't really understand the philosophy on the tape. But
yeah, I don't either. But more so, I think the thing was people were saying, oh, he was hating on him, or who is Cam to say, I have an opinion on this.
Well, Cam, you can't say, because if you're going to listen to
Dan Orlowski,
you're going to listen to
or
those guys.
Matt Hasselbeck, Tim Hasselbeck, whoever it was.
Either or the Hasselbeck. Take your pick.
Yeah.
When you listen to those guys and you take their takes on it, why can't Cam
as far as
and he has a better
track record
than they do.
As far as quarterbacks that are like in the media now, and I mean Bradshaw, he an OG. He got 4 Super Bowls, so he can say whatever he want to say, even though the game has changed a lot. Troy Aikman, 3-time Super Bowl winner. Who else? Tony Romo is a guy, but even in that, if you talking about Tony Romo and Cam Newton, Heisman Trophy, MVP, #1 overall pick. He done set records and stuff nobody else did in the league. Romo didn't never do that. So if you want to start talking about the hierarchy of guys who can say something and give some analysis,
and
Cam Newton has got to be up there towards the top.
I definitely think that Cam has places to
of course.
say what give his opinion on it, and it should be a valued opinion.
Yeah. And that don't mean you got to agree with him. Like I said, I some of them names I heard I didn't agree with either. Right. But he can say he has an opinion.
He has earned the right to
yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
I mean, his repertoire is,
his resume is well decorated, man. He's done everything you can do as a quarterback, man.
Season MVP.
Yeah, 15-1, won the MVP, went to the Super Bowl. Like he was throwing to Ted Ginn. He wasn't throwing no disrespect to Ted Ginn, but it wasn't like he had a million weapons and all this stuff. Like he was a game changer. It was on him. Yeah. So
and his comment about that, and I'm not a Cowboys fan, so it's kind of chokes me up to say this. That, the Cowboys go as Dak go.
That's true. That's true. Today is proof of that.
So if Dak is doing good, chances are the Cowboys are doing good.
That's
They're
true.
Going to win.
Yeah.
And that's been the situation since Dak's
been there. Yeah, that's true.
Since he's been there.
Yeah.
So they go as Dak goes. So he is more than a game manager.
Yeah, I would even say 2-2, and I guess he's saying you got Tyreek Hill, who you game playing for on that team, but we saw the Dolphins last year with Tua, and this year they like the #1 offense in the league. When Tua is not there, it's no bueno. It's not good. So I mean,
you can't say he's a game manager because he's throwing to Tyreek Hill
and Waddle and
those guys. And if he was a game manager, I don't think game managers tend to throw the ball
as much. Yeah. Well, and that's what I guess. So Cam had a different sort of definition for game manager. He was saying they just have to go out and whatever the game plan is, execute it. But it is every single player at every position, though. Yeah. So
and more so at quarterback, like
yeah.
You know, we give you the script and you go follow it and you
That's
make
true.
the plays.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
some of them are game changing plays, and that's where you get your guys like Michael Vick, Cam Newton, Matt Ryan. You know,
whoa, excuse me.
Oh man,
hello.
I knew you didn't like that, but that's where you get your guys that you know. And I'm not gonna say that, you know, but yeah, we'll leave that alone. But you know, that's where you get those guys, Patrick Mahomes, and those guys are game changing.
That's true.
QBs, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, those are game changers.
Yeah.
Any other quarterback, you can say, oh, he's a game manager.
Yeah.
And he just goes out here and does
what the coach and what the game plan. Yeah.
You know, when you're Peyton Manning this, you can go out there and say, hey, no, I'm doing this. We're going to do
Omaha. Yeah, go here. Yeah, we finna, yeah. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah. Everybody don't have the opportunity to do that. So, yeah, but just we wanted to touch on that and, you know, say that Cam is qualified. Although we don't necessarily agree with his take, you gotta, man. Yeah, that's the beauty of it, man.
You can't, you know, a lot of people been trying to say, oh man, he needs to shut up. He can't get on any 32 team roster. You know what? But he
I mean, I think he could first and foremost, but you know, it is what it is, though, man. Yeah. Yep. So Cam, man, that was also we got to talk about some of these coaches too, man, that we need to get into. Legendary coaches. We talked about Tomlin a little bit. Another legendary coach. It came out this week that this is going to be his final season. Maybe I've seen people reporting this, but I haven't seen it confirmed or heard from the actual team, which they wouldn't, I guess, during the season. A lot of talk about Bill Belichick being done at the end of the year. Yeah. It seems like this is probably true, I guess, just based on kind of how that season has went, how things have been going. But do you think Belichick should be able to say, I'm going to stay as long as I want to? Or
in New England?
Yeah.
No, it's time for something
new. Okay. I mean, that's what all New England fans say.
It's time for something new. Like, you know, if you were winning and you've been losing, what, 2 seasons now?
Yeah. Second straight year.
You know,
they didn't make the playoffs.
I would say if you was right on the cusp of maybe the quarterback away or, you know,
and they've been real bad
too. They've been stinking it up.
3-11 this year.
So, it's, you know, you really don't want to tell him, hey, you know.
But the irony and the beauty of this is Belichick was the guy that we won all these Super Bowls, and if it was Richard Seymour, we see you later. If it was Ty Law, we see you later. If it was Lawyer Malloy, we see you later. If it was Troy Brown, if it was Tom Brady, we'll see you later. Like, and Tom Brady kind of wanted to leave, but he got rid of like all their best players time after again when he felt like it was a wrap for him. So if that's what we do as an organization and you're not producing, it's only right that the head man that set this precedent that we do it is this way.
And
gotta go too.
And I think
when you're not performing,
the crafts will, you know. And I think
I'm sure they're gonna dress it up and say, Bill.
They've probably already been talking about how
it had to
how it's gonna play out.
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely time for Bill.
And I seen somebody saying, of course, since Staley got fired, and maybe the Chargers are thinking about this, he can go with a team that has some talent and a quarterback, and maybe jump back in LA, go out there to the Chargers. Or do you think he should just hang it up?
I think the league might have passed him by.
Man.
I think as brilliant mind as that we think he is.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that brilliant of a mind. Because when you look at what he was doing before Brady and where he was at before Brady, even though Bledsoe was there, they did pretty good. But, you know, and then you look at where he's back at now without Brady.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
he's back at.
I think he has to have the right. Definitely got to have the right quarterback, and he has to have the right offensive mind too. There, because I mean, even today they was giving Mahomes everything. Defense is still good.
And I kind of figured that they would.
Yeah. They gonna fight
because of what we're talking about.
Yeah, they gonna fight, man. Yeah.
I think they would. But I mean, let's not tarnish your legacy anymore
Yeah.
Like you go somewhere like San Diego and then you go there and lay
lose and be done for.
It's gonna look real bad.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It remains to be seen, man. I kind of agree with you, but I don't think he's gonna quit. I think he wants to. I think Bill Belichick is very petty, and I think he wants to prove that he can win without Tom Brady.
And I think
and maybe his detriment, to his detriment. But I think he wants to prove that, man.
Gonna hurt himself, man.
I think he wants to prove that, though, man. Now, speaking of the Chiefs, Mahomes and Andy Reid both got fined for their actions last week after the game. They cried about Kadarius Toney being called outside. I think Mahomes got a $50,000 fine and a $100,000 fine for Andy Reid, which that's a drop in the bucket for both of them. I'm sure Mahomes made like $400 million or something, so hey, I'm sure that'll be all right. But the crazy thing is, man, and I talked about this a little bit on Earl Knows It All. Like when you start losing, man, that frustration really kind of comes through. We ain't never seen Mahomes kind of go off like that or be so emotional like that on the sideline after the game. But it's a different thing. I didn't even realize. I knew this, but I didn't think about it. Like they never even played a road playoff game before. So they had home field since Mahomes has been the starting quarterback. Yeah. I only lost, I think, 2 times at home to the Patriots and to the not Buffalo, to the Bengals. That's it. Yeah. So any other time they either got all the way to the Super Bowl, won it, or got to the Super Bowl and lost. So yeah, man, it's crazy to think that they right now. I mean, they win in the division. They're gonna win that division more than likely because they play with the Chargers and Broncos and all them. But they're gonna be on the road for the first time. So a lot of firsts, and this is. Again, we got to kind of both. I guess I'm gonna big you up on this. We said it was gonna be a tough year for the Chiefs, man, and it has definitely been that. It's been a roller coaster ride for them.
I mean, you can kind of see it coming.
Yeah.
When in the playoffs and with the Eagles,
yep.
You could kind of see it coming.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna be the end.
Oh no, I don't think it's the end of their run.
The Chiefs are still gonna be around.
I think they got to probably draft some wide receivers first and foremost.
Yeah.
If they can get some cheap wide receivers that can play, because right now, Kadarius Toney is killing
Toney is the only. I think he's the weakest link.
Yeah.
What's the other guy?
Sky,
Rice,
I think. Oh yeah, Rice. Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah. Valdez Scantling, I think.
I mean, and it's Patrick Mahomes. Like he can make anybody look good.
Yeah. Well, they missed Tyreek a little bit though. Tyreek was a little different. He was a little different. He's a little different.
Man, that dude is super fast.
Yeah.
Man, he's a smaller version of Randy Moss. True. What he can do, man. Like,
he busts the field wide open, man.
So, but I mean, I think it's a little frustrating. To what's going on,
But even now, I'm looking at the standings. So they won today. They 9-5. Like if the Ravens lose, whoever, depending on who loses between the Ravens and Jaguars, like they only a game back from home field. So I mean, they still. I'm saying that they're gonna probably play on the road, but
I think Jaguars got Tampa this.
Well, they got the Ravens tonight, and then So I mean, the Jaguars still got a tough kind of road. The Dolphins proved on Monday night last week that. You can't trust them yet still. So, man, it still could be wide open, man. They still could be in there. So, we'll see what happens with them. But, just kind of think about the frustration. And you never saw that kind of emotion from Mahomes like that, man, just going off. So, they're losing, or not even losing, but a little bit of losing they're doing.
Well, this is, like what we like to call competitive nature.
Yeah. That's what they called it for Tom Brady when he was MF and everybody on the sideline.
Competitive nature.
Yeah. True.
And I was talking with some guys about the play that was called offside. Toney didn't usually. I guess is why Mahomes was so mad is because if I'm not like they'll usually
check with the referee.
And he didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
And maybe that was like the biggest error he could have made because usually the referee
they'll tell you you need to move. Yeah.
And so
I mean, I've been watching football for a long time. I don't ever recall seeing that call.
I never seen that call.
So I don't know.
You know, when you are,
but he was outside. I mean, I guess technically he was outside. So
they say he was outside a couple times in the game,
and they didn't call it beside that time. Yeah.
So I mean,
it is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But you know, hey, check with your referee.
Yeah, you got to, man. You learn that in Pee Wee League. You supposed to, If you're the eligible receiver, the last one on the line, you got to check with them and do your thing, man. Yep. Yeah. Now we've been getting y'all some updates. Cowboys, we kind of hinted at this. As of this recording, they are getting shellacked. I don't foresee them coming back. 31-3. It's about 4 minutes left in that one. And I hate to say this, man. The 49ers, who are the best team in the NFL right now, they like they're gonna get a victory. They got 2 minutes left. They're up 45-22 as well. So and then we talked about the Ravens and Jaguars play on Sunday Night Football, and then the Eagles and Seahawks on Monday night. So we'll see what happens with that, man. We got to go ahead and get into this NFC South thing, man.
Man, without further ado.
Today, 3 teams came in at 6 and 7.
Man.
And
I'm gonna put my hoodie on.
3 very winnable games, man. And I'll say definitely 2 winnable games, maybe. And the most winnable games seem to be the 6 and 7 Atlanta Falcons against the 1 and 12 Carolina Panthers, man. But lo and behold, man, Baker Mayfield goes into Lambeau. He's the first visiting quarterback to ever have a perfect QB rating in Lambeau history. They won their game. The New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints take on the New York Giants, a game that seems very winnable. They handled their business 24-6. And then the lowly Falcons. Oh, Lord. Come on to the front office. Come on down to the altar, whatever you want to call it. They lose 9-7 to the Carolina Panthers, man.
You know, man, I got out today and a pretty good high from the weekend.
Yeah.
And enthused, happy, excited about holidays coming up.
Yeah.
Wonderful time of year. But then Sunday at 1 o'clock rolls around, and you kind of in the back of your mind saying,
don't let it be.
There is no way. There is no way. I don't care who we missing, what we missing. There is no way in the world.
Yeah, man.
We lose to a 1-win team again, and we talking about
playoffs. You did that earlier, right?
We talking about playoffs and winning divisions and oh my God.
Full disclosure, much like you, I was enjoying my weekend. Last night we had a little family gathering.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to our cousin.
Everybody's on the high, man.
Our cousin Simeon, who watches the show. Shout out to Simeon. What's up, Sim? Yeah. He said, "What you think the Falcons gonna do tomorrow, man?" I said,
"We shouldn't even be talking about."
I said, "If the Falcons lose, Simeon, they got to fire Arthur Smith."
Yeah,
we said, but they shouldn't lose to Carolina though.
Like this is where we at. Like it's like I said, I'm in the back of my mind all day, lying around over the weekend, just keep on. Like I said, throw my hoodie on the
well,
Like, why are we even worried?
It's so hard being a Falcon fan,
man. Why are we even worrying about if we're gonna lose to a 1? What they
1-12 before the day. They're 2-12 now.
A 1-12 team.
Yeah.
Like, why are we even like? Why are we like? Why, as an organization, as a fan base, as a culture, even worrying about this could be possible?
These are the things you have to worry about as a Falcon fan.
Right.
That's why.
Why are we even worrying? You know, and I thought, and I took that bull crap off because I'm pissed off at y'all right now. I go in with my Falcons gear on, my red and black. You know, I'm decked out with my Falcons jacket on.
Oh man!
And I'm like, man, you know, this got to stop. So, you know, I'm gonna take it in, and I'm gonna wear my Falcons stuff.
That'll be positive, man.
I'm gonna be positive. Yeah. I'm gonna wear my stuff proudly. And then, and I hear the little cracks in the jokes as I come into the establishment. And, oh, man, we got it. Everybody in Atlanta knows that everybody in Atlanta ain't from Atlanta. And some folks from Atlanta is a Falcons fan.
But really, all of them is Falcon fans, much like me. But they just be like, man, nah, man. I can't trust the folks.
I wear my stuff proudly, man. And,
I text you after the first drive. The first drive, 3rd down and 4, whatever it was. They run the ball with Bijan.
Right.
Okay. They at like the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
4th down, this man says, we going to go for it. On the first drive, against a 1-12 team. Yeah. First and foremost, just punt the ball and kick a field goal. Don't give this team no hope, man. They 1-12. They looking for a reason to lay down.
Right.
And they go for it on 4th down. And what they do? They call a little sweet play, and they lose yards on the 4th down play, man. And I say this got to be the dumbest coaching job in the world, man. Like, what are you doing?
It's
crazy,
so
man.
Hard to get up and be a Falcons fan and root for these guys because in the back of your mind, you know the Falcons are going Falcons.
They will.
They are in every game.
Yep.
They're always in every game. But they always find a way to lose every
They do,
game.
Man. They do. It'll be so, like, let's say you was a Charger fan and it was 42-0, you just cut the TV off and go do whatever, man. But they leave you like a little glimmer of hope, like, man, we 6-7, we right in the race, so we beating this, we should, and they just lose it. They always, what they say, you snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Yeah. They snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They do the opposite of whatever that is. They had to win, and then they say, "Nah, we don't want it, man. Y'all had it."
Man,
oh my God.
I don't understand it because every week it's the same thing, and it's just not this season.
Oh,
this has been a tradition.
How about so? What have been around 55 years?
This has been a tradition.
Yeah, man.
Let's not even talk about we need a new coach. We need a new this. We need a new that. Like, it don't matter who the coach is.
Listen, man.
It don't matter who the quarterback is. This is who we are.
It's crazy. So last night, that same conversation after me and Simeon talking about this, our cousin Sabrina say, man, they just need to get rid of everything. These folks ain't even lost yet. She say, just change the team name, change the stadium, just move them. Man, that's what you just said. Essentially, it's just it don't matter what happened, man. They just find a way.
It does not seem
find a way, man.
What we do.
Look at that, man.
It cannot be fixed.
That's crazy, man.
It cannot, and it's man, this is horrible, man.
It's crazy.
Because I'm thinking like and all week long, other people around the city, shows, podcasts, radio shows, just everything in the city somehow. Man, you don't lose this game. There's no way.
That's why they lost, though, man.
There's no way.
Everybody felt the coming, though.
Do you? Can we? Like, what?
If you've been watching, you know you can. That's why everybody question that. Can we win? Can we lose this game?
Man, this doesn't, like, man, I don't know. I really don't know. You can say, man, all the cliches, hey, you shouldn't have bought that church land. You should have anybody.
They cursed.
Yes. Yes. There's a major issue here, man.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to move to Cobb County, man.
I mean, it worked for the Braves, man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, man, it is ridiculous, man. Like, we're not gonna even talk about Arthur Smith, Riddles. Is we know
we need to talk about Riddles, though.
We know you guys are horrible.
Yeah.
And then you have.
We got to talk about Riddles.
Well, it's not Riddles. It's the play calling. Well, it's not the play calling. It's Riddles.
It's already above, man.
And then you see Riddles go out there and do something good, and then he'll take 2 steps back. You'll see him drive your team all the way down the field, and then he'll
in the red zone. Why, Riddles? Why?
Right.
The first thing they need to do is check this man's eyes.
Yeah, man.
I had to make sure my TV wasn't broke. I said, hold on. I seen two defenders right there.
Yeah.
But he threw it was an offensive man over it. He threw it straight to the defensive player. What are you doing? Who are you throwing to, man?
I guess he thought he was Pat Holmes, man. Because he sidearmed that thing right in there to him like, phew.
Then I texted you, I said, man, they got to go back to Heineke on the next drive. Then I thought about it, I said, they ain't going to get the ball back, man.
No, they not.
Carolina took the ball, they drove the rest of the game, 7-8 minutes left in the game, and they never saw the ball again.
That was it. They not getting the ball back.
Lord
the
have
game
mercy.
is over. Because even after errors and I just don't get it, man. Because the defense can play so good.
Yeah.
You stop them guys. We only had 7 points. So your defense did
was holding on the whole game, yeah.
The whole game.
Yeah.
But then it's always, hey.
Who can make a play when it's time to make a play, man? And nobody can.
It has always been, okay, the offense is going to play this. We ain't going to play this.
Yep.
The defense is going to play good. We ain't going to.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is going on up there, man?
Like you said, maybe they curse, man. Maybe they curse. I don't know. That's the only. There's no logical explanation to why this keeps happening, man.
Yeah, it is bad. People get in the comments. People let us know something. Like, what is your thought?
Do you have any suggestions?
Do you have any suggestions? Send them up to Flowery Brand.
Oh man.
Matter of fact, they said start a petition and
to do it
to get Arthur Smith fired.
I mean, like you said, at this point, do it matter? I guess. I mean, because we kind of talked about that, but
do it even matter? Because if you fire Arthur Smith,
I think it does matter.
Who is the next coach? Tomlin.
When I was thinking about Tomlin, I said, man, I like Mike Tomlin too much to even make him have to put the little snake of the Falcons on him, man.
Why would you even want to do something like that?
I like Tomlin too much to put him through this, man.
It sounds really, really good. But, man, I wouldn't even want to put that burden on Tomlin. Because this organization stinks, and they stink bad, and it needs to be fixed.
But the crazy thing is, like, it seems like you got the pieces there, though, to kind of do something, man.
Like we got the pieces. That's the problem. We always had the pieces.
Yeah. Just can't put it together, man. Can't get right.
Kind of when we don't put that last piece in the puzzle.
Can't get right.
Before it gets knocked off the table.
Yeah, it's tough.
It
is tough, bad, man.
Like,
it's tough.
It is tough being a Falcons fan.
That's why I left this year, people. That's why I left.
It is tough being a Falcons fan.
Yeah, man. It's rough.
It's always been tough. And, man, like, it's not like we're not always in the mix. Because we are always in the mix.
Yeah, right there. Like I said, it'd be easy if it was, like when we grew up in the 90s at some point, like the Falcons go like 4-12. But since Arthur Blank took over the team, like they've been in the mix, like you said, man. They've been one of the teams that,
been in the mix.
They win a lot of games, but they just can't seem to get over the hump, man. It's crazy.
And they always play the games that, but outcome, and I don't even know why we stick around as Falcons fans, because we know.
I was gonna ask you that, man. Why do you stick around?
We know what's gonna happen, but we just had a little hope and faith that this time, maybe this time, they're not gonna blow this game.
That's how I knew. So y'all been joking in the group chat about you change your team every week. I really still root for the Falcons, but
we all do.
Yeah, man. But you know how I knew I still was really a Falcon fan? Because of that loss last week, man. Yeah. I damn near threw something at my TV when they lost to Tampa Bay. Like, what in the? Yeah. So, but this week though, I came back to my senses. I said, these the Falcons, man. Anything can happen. So, after that boy threw that interception, I said, oh, okay, man. Yeah. What is like you said, Falcons go Falcon, man. I said, ain't no need to be mad, man. You just, take the highs with the lows, man.
And we are, as Falcons fans, I just want y'all to know, we are on the clock because playoffs.
Oh no, it's a wrap now. Yeah, it's a wrap.
It is pretty much done deal. You got the coach, you got
the Bears and the
Saints. Right?
I don't think they're gonna win none of them games. We've been saying this like they could lose all them games. And look like they're about to lose all too.
It looks like they are about to do that.
You think Justin Fields ain't gonna want to show out against these boys?
Yeah.
Gonna miss you. They playing for a playoff spot for real, the coach. So
yeah.
They not finna come to Atlanta and lose.
No.
They got something to play for.
Yeah. And Fields want to make you realize, hey, you missed on me.
Yep, you should have picked
me by.
Hometown boy, I got something for you.
Yeah.
And then the Saint, all I ask of you. Now we said
Bears game here or
Bears game is in Chicago.
Okay, so either way, still, he because the Bears he needs to put something on.
Yeah, he got to make himself. Yeah, the kind of Bears got the number one pick, about to have the number one pick.
He needs to put something on paper. I don't know. The Bears would be foolish to get rid of Fields.
I would agree with that.
But then, I mean, it's like someone made a point. You know, how many coaches you gonna keep getting this young man? You know, now you're messing with his milk.
They got to give him one, a real one first. But
you got to give him one. Yeah. But I think, and my rebuttal to that was, man, Fields a dog. I don't think it matters.
He still.
I don't think it matters who is.
They had the Browns beat today until he just kept getting hit and nailed. I'm like, dang, man. I don't know if I'd be taking that abuse like that. But I mean, he gonna fight though.
When we talk about getting rid of riddles, because that should be the next thing.
I think that's the consensus. This guy don't have. He's not a starting quarterback.
He's not.
He can come in and do some spot work.
He might be not even a backup. He's a third string. Hey man, you sit down here and you make sure this cord running.
Yeah.
And I got enough cord. That's all he is, man.
Dang, man.
Because he is not. Man, and I've heard somebody, he is not NFL ready, man.
No,
He is not NFL ready by no means. I don't care how many glimpses and glares he gives you. I don't care what y'all think.
But that's what the backup does, though. They give you some. Yeah. They every now and then, but they can't consistently do it, and he definitely can't.
Yeah. But he probably is the worst quarterback in franchise history.
Ooh. I don't know about that. I had to think. It's been some bad. Nah, I ain't gonna give him that. Are we counting Joey Harrington and all of them? I had forgot. I tried to forget them folks, but
when you talk about Joey Harrington came in a devastating situation.
That was pretty bad.
He was thrusted into that situation. He was never saying, "Hey."
Well, we knew he wasn't gonna be the quarterback. Yeah, we knew he was just holding. But I think people who knew Ritter was gonna be the quarterback. The Falcons didn't know that, I guess, but
I think
we done been said. That's the problem, though. That's the problem. They don't know.
They knew. That's why he wasn't there.
Well, if they knew, why are we going through this right now? Then that's the problem. We shouldn't be going through this. They should have a real quarterback in here, man.
Well, you know, it's sort of like, man, when you make a bad investment. You don't want to go home.
Nah, you got to tell them. You got to cut your losses, man. Hey, you don't keep losing money.
We might have said and bought this, such and such a thing, but hey, we did it anyway.
We got to stick with it, ride it out. Nah, man.
We're gonna make it work. Yeah.
Yeah, So I guess we can close with this, man. We talked about, is there any hope for the Falcons? What kind is Christmas?
Hope.
Christmas is coming. If you believe in Santa Claus or whoever you believe in, the football Santa Claus, what would you have him bring the Atlanta Falcons, man?
Man, when we were talking about this, man, and putting the show together, like, what could you ask?
You know the thing. You know how they say. A lot of times they say, "What do you get the person that has everything?" What do you get a team that has nothing? Where do you start?
Where do we start?
Where do you start at,
man? I'm scratching my head. I'm like, where do we start?
Maybe they need some good tidings, man. Like the song. I ain't never really knew what good tidings was, but they definitely need some good tidings brought to them, maybe. To them and their friends, because the mojo for the whole organization, man, is just like you said. They can't get out their own way, so. They need some good fortune, man. That's what the Falcons need. Some good luck, something, I don't know.
Man, I don't even think Santa like Falcons, man. I don't have. I mean, like it's nothing.
They gonna get a lump of coal.
Yeah, they gonna get a lump of coal, man. Because this is what. Like, it's no hope, man. I have given up all hope and I don't even hope anymore.
Dang.
I just exist with the Falcons.
Dang.
I don't even.
Why would you want to go? Hey, listen, man.
This is
why.
Hey, this is a football team here in Atlanta, Georgia.
This is why I have renounced my Falcon fanship, man.
And this is a football team here in my home town, and this is who they have placed before me to say.
So what you got to do?
Root for this.
You don't got to do that, man.
I'm Atlanta. I'm a Brady man.
Look, man. Look around you. All your friends. Hey, I done jumped ship. Ernesto say he's a Falcon fan, but he really a 49ers fan. David probably he got season tickets, but he say he root for the Cowboys. I don't know why he root for the Cowboys, but listen, man, you just got to find your alternate team, man. That's all.
But you know,
or just enjoy the other game.
When your heart is in it.
Well, you always have been a guy.
Hey, you just got to find your new chick and move on.
That's what they say. You always been a guy. You always been a guy that love hard, man. So. I guess you do that a lot with the
yourself. You can't fool your heart. So man, you just
hey man,
it is bad, man.
It is bad.
It is bad. It is bad, man.
Yeah.
So you just now have to just say, hey, you know, I just casually watch the Falcons.
That's what I do.
I just casually do. Like I'm not invested.
That's what I meant with it, man.
And you really can't even casually watch them because then you're gonna get invested. So
yeah,
you know, at this point, man, when the Falcons come on, probably starting next year, because there's still hope. See, we keep on hoping. Man.
You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna beat the Colts. Watch. And they're gonna give you some hope. Like you said,
it's not uncharacteristic.
Oh man.
It's not
They
uncharacteristic.
7-8. They still can win. Everything is right there in front of them.
January 4th game to be announced still is New Orleans.
That'll be horrible. If that's the way that it is, and they lose.
And guess what?
Oh man.
It's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come down.
And the Saints will love nothing more.
Field goal.
Nothing more.
And the Saints, my friend,
to do that.
Win the division.
Man, don't put that out there in the atmosphere, man.
Hey, it's already. Maybe I'm gonna reverse it by saying because this is what is what we do. This is what we live with.
That sounds like the perfect script for the Falcons.
Yeah. And beat the coach.
Yeah, they probably will.
After everybody said, "Man, I ain't watching the Falcons." I ain't doing it. Catch your peek it in. I knew you still watching.
Yeah.
Catch your peek it in.
Yeah, man.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
There you go, man.
Oh man. Well,
that's how it goes.
I guess we're gonna stay tuned to see, man. Y'all tell us what you think. If you're a Falcon fan, man, like B Woo said, get in the comments. This is your opportunity to vent, man. Tell us what you think. Is there any hope for them? Are they gonna win next week? You've lived through this stuff if you're a Falcon fan. You know how it go, man. And you know, like I said, man, if you're a fan of any other team in the NFL, hey, man, you know, it's still wide open for everybody, I guess. So, you know, hope springs eternal. We'll see what happens. Santa may bring your team the gift you're looking for and bring you that, man. Who knows, man? We want to thank y'all for watching, man. Make sure that you continue to like these videos, subscribe, and comment as well, and turn your notifications on, man. We're going to record next week. We're going to talk about this. We got to do a union meeting to see. I guess it's Christmas Eve. We'll see, man.
It's Christmas Eve, and I'll probably be on the yacht somewhere.
Oh, we're going to be on the yacht, man. So, so Merry Christmas, just in case if we don't see you, but we're going to drop some content for y'all. Yeah. Either way it goes, man. Either way it goes, man. But yes, y'all enjoy, man. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.